All right, everyone, welcome back once again to this Beefcast production. Going live with game number 3 now in this Best of 5 series out of Assembly Summer 2012, the ASUS Republic of Gamers at Assembly Tournament. Pretty cool event. Been casting a lot of the games from the round of 32, the group stage number 1. This is actually the first series that I'm casting from group stage number 2 here. And right now, we've got a match point situation as our Red Zerg up 2-0 over his opponent puts himself into position here to take game number, or the entire series, excuse me. So, in the bottom left-hand corner of Daybreak, playing for Team Fnatic Raid Call, he is Moon. In the top right-hand corner, his opponent dropping the first 2 games, but making it a pretty nice series so far. I'm looking forward to this game from our player. He is Evil Genius's EG.IdrA. One important thing to note here, you see Raid Call sponsor, a title sponsor of both of these teams, so maybe this is even a little bit of a team kill scenario. I wonder what the Raid Call executives are thinking. They're like, oh man, who do we want to win? But who knows? Once again, going to be coming down to what these players choose to do here in the early game. That's the first thing that we want to pay attention to. Who's going to be taking a gas? Who's going to be taking a pool? Who's going to be going for hatch first? Both players at 15 drones right now. 15 pool does in fact come down for our Red Zerg. EG.IdrA going to be taking a 15 hatch. So, and following this was a 14 gas. So Moon once again looking to be the aggressor in this series. With that gas, he's going to be able to get that speed a little bit faster. Going to be able to put himself into a position to get Baneling Nest even faster. Or even going to be looking for something crazy like early lair tech. We'll just have to see for the time being. Moon is going to be able to get his Overlord in there and spot the 15 hatchery. Even might be able to peek into his opponent's base. This is something really nice that I'd like to note here. He knows the exact positioning to get his Overlord in to see the macro hatchery and provided, or excuse me, the natural hatchery, and provided that it's there, he will continue to let his Overlord get into the base, knowing that there can't be a queen down, and he wants to see what his opponent is up to. EG.IdrA going with a 16 pool followed by a 16 gas to follow up here, going to be about 55-60 seconds behind his opponent in terms of speed. So that is the window of opportunity. That is the timing for our Red Zerg. Speed going to be starting here for our Red Zerg, the Fnatic player, at about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So we'll see when EG.IdrA's does in fact kick in as well, and what EG.IdrA does, knowing that his opponent did not go for a 15 hatch, how he's going to prepare. Zerglings are in production for Moon, a total of 6 of them this time, going to be making their way across the map to try to put out a little bit of pressure, going to force EG.IdrA to use larva on things that he does not want to use larva on, making those Zerglings instead of being able to pump out drones and press his economic advantage. Drone count is at 20 right now in favor of EG.IdrA, but that could leave EG.IdrA very vulnerable. Starting his speed right here is going to be about 50 seconds behind his opponent. 4 Zerglings going to be making their way back into the base over here for Moon, seeing that he already does have, the opponent does have Zerglings on the map, wants to be able to try to get his economic advantage up, and maybe even after that first inject does pop right there, then he's going to be making lings, and that is exactly what happens. Going to be making a total of 16 lings, expending 8 larvae there, but this speedling attack is going to be fast and furious. Baneling Nest going to be going down for EG.IdrA, going to be finishing up about 10 seconds after the attack hits his front door, provided that Moon moves out immediately. And look at all of those lings, a total of 26 lings on the map for Moon right now, even producing a couple more. Going to be setting his rally points all the way across the map and stream units across the map until his opponent is either dead or Moon is taking such serious losses that he's going to be in a hard situation as well. Drone's even going to be sitting here trying to protect the spine crawler, and a beautiful wall coming down for EG.IdrA as Banelings start to morph behind these queens over here. A lot of these drones are in fact going to be lost, but there's simply a ton of Zerglings at this point. Zerglings going to be making their way into the main, so you see the Banelings morphing, and they're going to try to run away from the Banelings as a couple of the Zerglings do in fact start working on the hatchery down here. 2 Banelings going to be making their way over here as Zerglings do make their way into the main mineral line. Banelings is going to be connecting on a few of the Zerglings, but right now it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. There's no additional lings going to be streaming across the map there, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think it's wise that Moon did drone behind this because he didn't know quite how effective his push was going to be, but it was an extremely effective push, managing to take down both queens of his opponent, managing to take down the spine crawlers, managing to clear out all of the Zerglings, but the counterattack coming in for IdrA right here. A couple of spine crawlers going to be the method of defense for our Fnatic player, and blocking the ramp with those queens and the Zerglings. Beautiful play there. And IdrA, GG's without the GG, his signature move, and Moon takes the series 3-0. So some absolutely beautiful play there. IdrA clearly frustrated with his opponent's play there, but the Fnatic player just with some absolutely brilliant aggression, knowing exactly how to pull the strings on IdrA, put him onto tilt, and just show us an awesome series. So Moon takes it 3-0. Brilliant play. I loved that series. I think I'm even going to cast another because I am so hyped from the series right now. Thank you very much for watching. This entire series will be put up in a no spoiler playlist format on my YouTube, youtube.com/beefpotpie1. Please like, subscribe, comment, help me become a better caster, and we will see you in the next series.